Good evening, beautiful souls, light workers, seekers of love, divine truth, and wisdom. And yes, you beautiful starseeds. Today I am doing another vlog. I wanted to share this update, and again, I'm sharing from a place of love with my heart. Just to see the confirmation from Divine Order today. And I realized I want to say this first, that, you know, the confirmations, miracles that you see in your life are meant, the way I'm taking them now, is really a confirmation and reassurance for my ego, for my shadow self. And the reason why I say confirmation, to soothe the ego, the shadow self, is because in my waxing crescent first quarter moon video, part 2 will be uploaded today, Friday, this morning. I talk about and share how there is that power struggle on our daily lives, where we either choose to give our power and allow ourselves as divine souls to follow the spirit, our higher self, and feel in that 100% authority, power, just beautiful. You're not in that space or mentality of feeling any sort of lack. Or you can give your power away, your attention to the thoughts and beliefs, where that shadow self, the ego, is that part of you who forgot their light, who they really are. They fell asleep behind the veil to the stories and the old narratives that were placed on them from the experiences you've gone through, and through choices that you had to make, or you felt that you had to make with the resources that you thought were available to you at that time, or stories that people placed on you. And so this is where I'm admitting, and I'm being honest and vulnerable here, that, I go through I have to go through the shadow work too. For me, in order to guide someone properly, I have to be able to do my own work. And this work, especially for us starseeds and light workers, it's something where at first, when I first began, trust me, I did not want to do it. I felt scared. Like, I could feel the fear or the thoughts and stories playing in my mind, like, oh, what if I discover something that I can't tell anybody or share that with? But along the way, my journey, I began my spiritual path with Lord Jesus guiding me, and he was just coddling me the whole entire time, saying, this reflection time is needed, because at the time I didn't know, but little did I know that it was like he was giving me those breadcrumbs along the way to help me to begin seeing who I really am in the light when those old narratives are shed away. So if you find yourself currently in a moment of your life, a lot of my messages that I get are like encouragement for you guys, because I know that there might be many of you out there who are being oppressed by your old narratives and the shadows. I'm just here as a reflection from divine united consciousness, to encourage you, to let you know that you're going to get through this small little chapter, small little hump of your life, and it's needed if you choose to, because you have free will to do the inner work. And know that when you do this inner work, this reflection, you're not alone. You're not being judged. You are already perfect and divine and holy. It's just you have to realize that. And your spirit guides, the gods, the ultimate source consciousness, creator of all life, and supporter and sustainer of all, sees you as whole, no matter what mishaps we might do. And this is the journey. This is a journey that we chose to come on and embark. We chose to come here, take form in the physical human body so that we can know ourselves. And so rather than push that away, please look at the video at YouTube that I uploaded. Rather than pushing it away, or rather than just continuing to react out of the old narrative, I challenge you in a loving space. Look at it from a different perspective. Look at this as the opportunity to see yourself for who you really are, and you were created to be. You have a divine blueprint that's already been established in the stars and cosmos already. And really, I've been getting a lot of messages in terms of whom am I serving, right? And right now, I'm feeling and getting the messages. Let me just say I'm listening and I'm choosing to act now with this declaration. I'm calling out to the divine feminine energy, because I know from my storyline, not only in this lifetime, but in previous lives, I felt as if my voice was taken away from me. I gave up my power. So now I'm choosing to act against all those choices I had made in the past, to express myself. And in order to know thyself, I recently learned, because there's something I was struggling with in terms of the beliefs of like spirits, negative energy. And I'm like, well, how do you want me to translate this? Because, there's some people, I don't know where they're at, But the way I was explained to it about this was that, everything, united unity consciousness is neutral. It's just everything, right? And so when consciousness wanted to know thyself, because you wanted to know his ability and potential, it split into a positive polarity and a negative polarity. So everything's a reflection. So you feel this tension, like as if your spidey senses are going off, right? Like you're going in the wrong direction. That's because that's the negative polarity. Negative polarity just pulling you, like letting you know that you're off track from the alignment of neutrality, right? Because they're going both in opposite directions. We can also equate positive polarity, with the masculine energy, yang energy, active energy, and then the negative polarity is like the shadow, divine feminine energy, the yin nature. And so this is where it all comes in, even as I'm speaking now, that I'm being called to work with the divine feminine in us all, because we have been oppressed, like shamed, to hide that beautiful divine feminine energy, which is needed in the natural order of things, of creation, of being. And speaking of creation, manifestation, right? You can't have solely masculine energy without the feminine, divine feminine. And so this is where I just am grateful. Grateful for sharing this truth and the direction of where I'm being guided and owning it. And I'm grateful because working with the divine feminine energy is we are unveiling the layers that have been placed on her and healing that, healing and knowing the truth for ourselves, rather than just believing and going on with this like lie that we've been told to follow for ages now. Lies where we've given our power away also by choosing to believe them, that we don't have the power to create our own lives, to live the way we want to express and dress and think and believe and feel the way we want to feel is also another thing here. And so this is where we are being called, to embrace all that sacred connection that the divine feminine in all of us have with united consciousness, with source energy, with the energy of nature and the spirits all around us, surrounding us, so we can reconnect and tune in. And so I am, this is step one, declaring that truth, that I'm calling out the divine feminine energy, the wounded divine feminine, and us all. Why? Because all of us have been given a divine blueprint, gifts, powers to share the light of the world with the many, and with those whom choose on this life journey now to reconnect, to reestablish their connection to divine source energy, and to live that abundant life now. And step one is awakening, rediscovering who you are. Step two is activation. It is where you start applying and using your gifts and making the changes, vibrating at a higher level, so that you, as this awakened conscious creator, working, co-creating with unity consciousness to make this planet Earth more abundant life for everyone as well, and heal this planet. Because Mother Gaia, her divine feminine energy, she's calling us out too. And so this comes full circle to the need to do the shadow work, because as you go in deeper and deeper and you untie the knots of the stories that have been keeping you blocked from accessing that divine truth and wholeness of who you are and tapping into that embodiment, there's nuggets, gifts. What I've seen today are like the doors to abundance available to you when you take that leap of faith to explore and do that inner work. And sharing with you, like, as soon as I acknowledged I was still, in a way, the shadow self had some influence over my the way I was thinking still after all this time. My life and the gifts and where I'm at currently and the blessings and abundance I see. And I had that aha moment. I was like, oh crap, I'm still doubting. I'm still afraid. I'm still not trusting. Don't know why. But as soon as I chose to see things differently, I said, you know what? I'm aware of it. I'm catching it. And you know what? No. I at some point, thank you, to my soul troop group this week, they brought up, think about where you are today. Where you are today is where the you 2 years ago prayed for, or a year ago, or 6 months ago prayed for. And I was like, shit, that's true. I prayed for a soul group, a group of people who are like-minded, where I can share my truth honestly, and we meditate, we pray together, and it's such a blessing. And I said, yeah, they're not an illusion. And as soon as I had that shift in perspective, shift in power from the ego self that wants to protect me from past experiences into my divine soul truth of divine love and divine light, and trusting in that goodness and wholeness that I already am, a blessing manifested, abundant door came through, and the form of me, again, stepping into my truth and story is that, you know, I already know who I am. I know what I desire in my heart. In order to step into that embodiment fully, I have to own that truth. And I can't think about what people think, what they're going to say, or whatnot, because I already lived how many lifetimes repeating that same old crap, and I'm not doing it again. I'm done with it. I'm done. I want to see the magic happen. And so it happened today, and I'm so grateful because it was perfect alignment. Opportunities had come up, and I had done some searching, and I had done the work to break my fear of what people would think about me and labeling. But it just came in together, and I wanted to share that truth and story with you. This testimony is to show you that when you continue to hold on to faith, trust in the divine creation process. I always want to honor divine consciousness first, but it's telling me to say trust in the process. You will reap the fruit of your labor. Okay, there's no other choice. Your vibration is in alignment, and only blessings and abundance come from that. And so I'm so excited for this journey because it's been in my heart's desire. And I'm breaking free, bitch. And so I'm really thankful for you. Thank you for being part of my growth journey. I'm thankful for every single soul who's helped me, and for being patient, because, you know, I'm not perfect either. I have my own shadows to work through. And when I mean I'm not perfect, I mean I probably don't make the right choice and reactions, choose the right responses at the moment in time. But I'm very thankful for those souls who give me so much grace and who are a divine expression of God here on earth. And, you know, I'm just growing my heart too. I'm just really happy. Please comment below, share with me if any of this resonated with you, and I hope it definitely uplifted you to higher vibration consciousness, because this is why I'm here, you know, to just bring you into that in alignment, break that spell off of you, because you are whole already. And I can't wait to work with you. I'm so excited. And I can't wait for my mentorship either. So many, many blessings to you. I love you. Source loves you. Satnam.